All right, Coach, it is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Set. 50 to the ending. Come on, D.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base. You General West. You got block me. He's checking it.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 13. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Down, 10 logo.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Say it.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for? The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 21 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We play to win. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, high 7.
55.
Now.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Got it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, we got to get to the bait. Exit. Let's keep moving.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Michel. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, no, no. 37. Here we go, here we go. 64. Wait.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll come out in the pistol. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Check, check, check.
They'll try to run it in. Michel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. With it is Brown. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Okay, ready? Mike 37. Yeah. You don't want none. Off. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Hey. Oh.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Let them know where they go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Want to go?
They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Check three.
Bam.
Now a run with Geis. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They're going to look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Get in the weight room.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Check three. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready?
Back to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
90 Wolf.
Watch the shit.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On the ball.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
We go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
18, Gator.
Let's go, G. Tighten up. Let's go, G. Tighten up.
They'll run with Geis. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got?
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
10 logo.
Loss of a yard.
I got it. Check safety.
At the 28-yard line.
Hit it.
Now a toss. This is Geis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Slam.
Ready.
Third down, here's Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Jam him.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, zoom. Deep river.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
6 man. Check curls. Check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long
5.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Geis try to get to the outside. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here we go with Geis. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
Final score, Patriots 45, Redskins 17.